Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, tonight we finally get what we've been asking for, the Real Housewives of Miami reunion part one, numero uno. And then we also get the continuation of whatever that was with Gretchen Rossi and Tamara Judge. So I'm excited. I feel like this is going to be good as gold. Mhm. All right. Anyways, we're not back to talk about either one of these franchises, not this time. We're actually back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and let's just jump right in, shall we? All right, guys. So it looks like Bravo is keeping Teresa around in some capacity. It kind of seems like she's being rewarded right now because she's being positioned as the face of Real Housewives of New Jersey, dominating the spotlight at BravoCon 2025. Now, as of right now, if you go through the lineup, she's participating in more panels than any of her New Jersey co-stars. She appears every single day of the event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And in addition to her scheduled panels, she'll also attend offstage events, which clearly increases her visibility. But by contrast, just to kind of compare and show you guys, other New Jersey cast involvement includes Melissa Gorga, who's on one panel on Sunday, Margaret Josephs, she's on 3 panels, but it's not all 3 days. I just don't know which days it is. And Dolores Catania, who's on 2 panels, Saturday and Sunday. And Joe Gorga appears in a Jersey Boys segment on Friday with, I'm sure, the other Jersey Boys. But Teresa is the only New Jersey cast member with official programming every day of the convention. There was a fan account, Housewives 911, that noted that Teresa is doing more panels than any other New Jersey housewife, and even Gia is doing more panels than the other housewives. But also Gia doing other more panels. As of right now, Gia's show is on. Well, it was. It's a lot more recent than the last Real Housewives of New Jersey. But this is arguing that Teresa's dominance at BravoCon sends a message that she remains central to New Jersey, the franchise, and her influence is strong, and her role in the franchise is as formidable as ever. So the article also lists Teresa's panel schedule. Friday, she'll do Bravo Besties with Cynthia Bailey, Tamara Judge, Teddy Mellencamp, Alexia Napola, and Sutton Strack. Saturday, she's doing a reunion roundup panel with Robin Dixon, Drew Sidora, and Dr. Simone. And on Sunday, she's doing the Next Gen NYC panel with Ariana Bierman, Kim Zolciak, and Teresa Giudice. So girl is working. I mean, listen, if they're giving her all of these panels, you can look at it 2 ways. Vicky Gunvalson, she got that Best Wife award where it was like the honorary, we're kind of giving you the most iconic housewives blah 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 award, which they're giving to Candy Burris this year. But then some people think that that's just the kiss of death, okay, well, we're just giving this to you because this is a good way to say goodbye. And other people are looking at it well, no, she's on every single panel, so I think that this is a big deal. So I just kind of want to know what you guys think. But on top of that, since we're talking about New Jersey and Bravo, I wanted to share this too. Teresa Giudice suggested that her father Joe's boxing match against Antonio Sabato Jr. was completely rigged in Sabato's favor. Now, the match was a pay-per-view boxing event titled The Battle of the Italian Stallions. So she went to Mexico on September 27th to support her father during the fight. Joe did not win, but Gia expressed her belief that the outcome was unfairly influenced, and she pointed out that Sabato had trained in LA for 3 months before the fight. Joe, however, was unable to train in the US because he's not allowed in the United States. But Gia did acknowledge that neither Joe nor Sabato were professional fighters, saying that it was just a celebrity boxing match. And she praised her father's athleticism and stamina, especially the fact that he's 55, saying it's pretty inspiring to see him compete. But prior to the match, Gia had posted on her podcast, Casual Chaos with Gia Giudice, about supporting Joe and how nervous she was about the fight. And she shared how in prior fights, she would scream her head off and admitted that she didn't know how she would keep her composure at this time. But overall, she gave him props for stepping into the ring, especially at his age, regardless of the outcome of the match. There has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. Her dad lost. When she says it's completely rigged, we have seen tons and tons of sports events that have been rigged in the past. Could that be true? Yeah, it could be true. Like if somebody came up and gave Joe like a big ass bag of money and said, you know, like you're going to lose this. Yeah. Or is she just acting out of emotion and that's the way that she's leaning? Like my dad was unfairly wronged. He was wronged in this. I don't know. But moving on, Kim D is also speaking out. And that's really not a shock to any of us, is it? But I'm going to share a couple things that she has said recently, starting with this.
I said on the last episode of Get Real with Kim D, I said that I never start these situations. I always finish them. Okay. Or I just come back at a person. I'm not going to tolerate if I think that if I've been a good friend and if I've done things that I feel that are normally something I wouldn't do to help someone, I like to be treated with respect. And when I feel that I'm not being treated with respect or they're overlooking what I've done, and I feel that I've heard something that I don't like, you know, you get what you get. You know who I am. I'm never going to deny the type of person that I am. I'm never going to deny that I'm going to come at you full force. You know, so if you take the chance and you want to try to do that, you know what, whoever it is, you know, I always find out. Yeah. So just be real and just be normal and stop talking smack. Well, I said on the
just be real and be normal and stop talking smack. Kim D has spoken, but we always know if Kim D's spoken, it ain't over till it's over, and it ain't over.
So listen, I have a lot of tips for them because I have a very manipulative brain and I'm pretty methodical about the way I think. So I'm a perfect behind the scenes producer. I would come part-time and whip these bitches right into shape. I would whip them right into shape. I would show up at their doorstep with the dogs. I thought they would bark. Come on. And I would say, hi.
You got Frankie's attention.
Guess who? I'd be like, hi, guess who? And they'd be like, what are you doing here? So listen, I have a lot of tips for them because I have a very manipulative brain and
it just doesn't end. But Kim D always has something to say, and she's campaigning, whether she's campaigning to be on the Real Housewives of New Jersey as an on-camera cast member or working behind the scenes. She's saying, let me in there. I'm going to whip these bitches into shape. Okay. I want to hear what you guys think, especially about Teresa being so heavily praised at BravoCon. Guys, pop off. Let us know. Smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Tomorrow we have hot, messy topics coming on. And then after that, we have a members only drop that I didn't even know that Jason recorded. So I'm not going to be a part of that. But for you guys who are members, we'll just get ready for it because I'll be watching with you. I'll be in the live chat. Love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye.